Okay, sorry guys, my video had to get cut short. I wasn't paying attention to the time. Looking at the two expressions, one for Marla's gift baskets, and then one for the competing company. Marla's gift baskets were $22 plus the $2.25 for every balloon, and then the competing service was $16 plus the $3 per every balloon. So kind of writing an equation, you should have written one where you were putting them equivalent to each other. So 22 plus the $2.25 for every balloon equals 16 plus the 3b. So looking at our equation, now it's our time to solve it. We have two variables. We have 2.25b and $3 or 3b. So figuring out, we're going to add or subtract which one is the better choice here. I went ahead and subtracted 2.25b from both sides, having this one go away, leaving the equation with $22 equals 16 plus 0.75b. Then again, this is solving like normal. You need to isolate the variable starting with this addition or subtraction. So we need to subtract 16 from both sides, making this go away. Now we have 22 minus 16. That leaves us with 6 equaling 0.75b. Now I need to isolate the variable here. So we have 0.75 times b, doing the opposite. We're going to divide both sides by 0.75, leaving us with 8 equals b, and I did use my calculator here. So the solution would be 8 equals b would be that the two services would cost the same using 8 balloons in their gift baskets. So this example is pretty challenging. It's a multiple step problem, so you're not just going to write one equation and then solve it. You're going to have to do multiple things here. Okay, so Helen walks the same distance every day. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, she walks 2 laps on the track. So I kind of created a little chart here. Tuesdays and Thursdays, she walks 2 laps on the track. We don't know the distance of a lap. Like, we don't know what that is right now. She walks 2 laps on the track and then walks 4 miles. I guess I should write laps here. It's hard to write. And then on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, she walks 4 laps. Again, it doesn't say the distance of a lap. It just says she walks 4 of them, 4 laps on the track, and then walks 2 miles. On Saturdays, she just walks laps. We have no idea how many laps. We have no idea the distance of a lap. So the question is, how many laps does she walk on Saturdays? But first of all, we have to figure out what a lap actually is in this situation. So let's find a variable to use for laps and set up an equation like we have been. So we're going to set up equal Tuesday and Thursday on this side, and then Monday, Wednesday, Friday on this side. So she walks 2 laps. Let me get a different color. She walks 2 laps on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that would be 2x, and then plus the 4 miles. And then on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she walks 4 laps, and then plus the extra 2 miles. So let's figure out the distance of a lap, and then go from there. This is kind of what we've already done. So here's the expression we just wrote together. This is Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then this is Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So solving for that, we have 2 variables on each side of the equal sign, so we need to combine them to get to one side of the equal sign. So let's subtract this 2x, keeping it positive as much as we can. From each side, this goes away. We're left with 4 equals, and then 4 minus 2 is 2x plus 2. Solving like normal, subtracting 2 from both sides, leaving us with 2 equals 2x. And then dividing both sides by 2, leaving us with 1 equals x. So that tells us that 1 lap equals 1 mile. Okay, 1 lap equals 1 mile. Well, let's go back to the question. Oh, what's going to make me do that? Oh, well. 1 lap. I believe it says on Saturday she just runs laps. Okay, so let's talk about the distance that Helen walks each day. So let's just focus on Tuesday and Thursday. It was what? 2x plus 4. There we go. Kind of behind my writing there. So plug in the 1 lap or 1 mile for the x, because we know that in this case x equals 1 mile. So plug that in. 2 times the 1, that's 2 plus 4 equals 6. There we go. Okay, now we're finding the number of laps that Helen walks on Saturdays. So if she's walking the same number of laps each, or the same number of miles each day, on Tuesdays and Thursdays she's walking 6 miles. So on Wednesdays and Thursdays she's walking, Monday, Wednesday, Friday she's walking 6 miles. So that means on Saturdays she's also walking 6 miles. I think this equation part is pointless. So that is the end of these videos. You should now be moving on to 11.3 practice B. It is 2-sided. So don't forget to do both sides. It's going to be due by the end of Friday, or by Monday when you get back from the weekend. So it should be done in class by Friday.